Okay, Saturday, September the 16th, and I'm gonna go pick all these little red tomatoes. They are so sweet and so much better than the store-bought round one. So originally when I planted them, I thought they were the little yellow pears, because I love the little yellow pears too. And it turned out to be these little red cherries tomatoes, and they are so much better than the store-bought one because they're so sweet. It's like eating candies. So I'm gonna pick these and store it into the fridge. I'm just gonna pick all the one that are red, and I'll leave the little yellowish green ones for another few weeks. So they are really delicious, sweet. This one too much already ripe. So sweet. Good. So much better than store-bought because it's sweet and has a really nice aroma to it. It doesn't have that bad tomato taste like the one that's store-bought. So it doesn't have that tomato taste at all. It has a really it's kind of like a fruit. It's like a candy, a fruit candy. It's so delicious. So what I usually do when I come out here in the past few days is, oops, I accidentally picked the green one. Oh well. I basically eat this with the basil. I'll show you. So let's head over to the basil, and I have the tomatoes that I just picked. Okay, so usually what I do is I come out here like every day when I come out and water the backyard garden. I would just come over here and pick a basil, fresh, organic. No pesticide, no fertilizer, no insecticides, no chemicals, zero chemicals, and then delicious. The flavor from the basil and the tomatoes, the sweet tomatoes together, it's really refreshing. Try it when you're out in your garden. Try this, pick a tomato, a fresh tomatoes, and then grab a basil and just pop it into your mouth. It's delicious. So we're back to picking the little tomatoes. So when I come out here into the backyard, I get so distracted. It's like sometimes I even forget what I'm doing because there's so many little things to do here and there. You just get so distracted and you just go do it, and then the next thing you forget about what you were supposed to be doing, or maybe because due to old age. Look at clusters of red, nice tomatoes. So I highly recommend that people plant their own tomatoes because it tastes so good, so totally different than the store-bought ones. So it's like night and day, the difference in the flavors. And the little tree is loaded, from head to toe. Look at all these little tomatoes. They are so ripe and good now. So it's this is what it means when you do a tree ripened tomatoes versus the store usually pick them greens like this, right? And they add chemicals to it to make it red, you know. So I basically just love it when it's like ripen off the tree like this. And plus, when you grow it yourself, you're not spraying with anything. There's zero chemical, you know, insecticide. Look at there, down there, inside too. You see, it's like so much inside. Let's see. You see? Look at that bird, that clusters. It's like this tree is so loaded, and it's only one tree. There's only one tree. One tomato tree. Look at all these tomatoes that is produced, and it's still flowering. So highly recommend this variety. Okay, I got a basket full of tomatoes. So these actually taste much better than grapes, believe it or not. These tomatoes are yummies. They're so much better than the grapes. And I harvested a basket full of the tomatoes from just a single tree. So delicious. So the tomato plant here, it's only one plant, and it's planted in a pot with a June plum. So it's I think that's a 15 gallon pot. And here's a June plum. It's getting much bigger and bigger now. So for those of you that haven't tried June plum before, it's nothing like the regular Santa Rosa plum. So there's another cluster of fruits here. And the tomatoes are still flowering. It's mid-September and they're still flowering. So June plum. There's another fruit. One more fruit here. So the flavors of the June plum, when you eat it green, it's crunchy and has a really nice flavor to it. Very tropical. Whereas the regular Santa Rosa plum, all it is just sweet and juicy and soft. So I really don't like the regular plum, and I actually used to have a tree and I chopped it off. So, because I don't like the regular plum, but I love June plum because of the flavors. I highly recommend growing June plum versus the regular one. And when you eat these June plum, when they turn ripe, which is yellow and soft, it's totally the flavors, aromatic, is much more pronounced than the regular green, than the green stage. So when it's ripened, the regular plum is like, you can't compare with it. This is like so good. Ooh, there's some more fruits in here. So, and I think the Vietnamese folks, they pickle them too when they're green and crunchy, and they're really good too. Ooh, there's a whole bunch in here that I missed. A whole bunch of fruits in here. Let's see. It's inside. Anyway, this tree will go inside the greenhouse when in a couple, maybe in another month, when the weather turns cold, when the winter kicks in. And I noticed that the June plums, while I was picking the tomatoes, the June plums are flowering again. It's amazing. It's flowering twice a year. And these are fruits from the flowers early a couple months ago. Probably a month or two. They grow pretty fast, the fruits. This is I think a Thai variety. They don't have any seeds inside. Seems like, there's no seed inside. You can eat the whole thing. So look at the flowers again. I didn't realize that they're flowering again. has a couple of branches. You see flowers from a couple more branches. There you go. There's two. So I guess the key to June plum is for production is that you want to encourage branching from this tree, meaning that you would have to trim so that it encourages branching. Trim the branches at the tip to encourage branching. So I think this is a 9-year-old plant that I bought from online. It used to be taller, but this past winter, it got too cold and it got shorn. So the trunk is actually shortened by the cold winter. So the rest of the tomatoes we'll leave it for some other time when it's ripened. Right now they're still not fully 100% ripened. So see, this one might be ripened. This is so delicious. Good flavor. It's not plain like the regular, the one that you buy from the store. And it's crunchy, the skin, crunchy skin.